Dossier is doing over $100 million in annual revenue, selling fragrances for $29 that smells nearly identical to $300 luxury perfumes. But they're not hiding it. They openly tell you this smells like Chanel No. 5, or this is our version of Alien. And customers are obsessed. They have over like 50,000 5-star reviews. Their TikTok hashtag has over 1 million views. And they're converting at 3 to 4%, which is 3 times the industry average for fragrance e-commerce. Most brands would be terrified of positioning themselves as a dupe brand. Dossier turned this into their entire business strategy and built a 9-figure company in under 6 years. And in this video, we're breaking down the exact strategies they used. The pricing strategy, the content flywheel, the retention systems, and data-driven tactics, so you can steal it and apply it to your own store. Hi, I'm Azra from ZipChat.ai, and before we jump into the video, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel to support and to not miss weekly brand breakdowns like this one. Now let's dive into the video because this one's going to be packed. The global perfume market is worth over $50 billion annually, and it is one of the highest margin categories in consumer goods. The actual fragrance inside a bottle usually only costs about like $15 to $20. The rest of that $200 goes to the fancy glass bottle and packaging, celebrity endorsements, and massive ad campaigns, department store markups, and brand profit margins. So you're typically paying like around $200 for a luxury perfume, but only as little as $20 is the actual perfume you're wearing. Sergio, the founder of Dossier, realized that most luxury perfumes use the same high-quality ingredients from the same fragrance suppliers. The difference isn't the quality, it's the branding and the markup. Younger consumers were catching on this. They didn't want to pay $180 extra just for the name of the brand. They wanted quality at a fair price. And exactly during this time, dupe culture was exploding on social media. TikTok and YouTube were filled with videos about luxury dupes and designer alternatives. There was a massive search volume and interest on this topic. So Dossier's thesis was simple: create high-quality fragrance dupes, be completely transparent about what they are, and sell them direct to consumer for 85 to 95% less than luxury brands. The bet. Most people thought this wouldn't work. Why would anyone buy a dupe when you could actually save up for the real thing? But Sergio understood consumer psychology. People don't just want luxury, they want to feel smart about their purchases. And saving $270 on a perfume that smells 95% the same feels incredibly smart. The brand positioning and messaging. Here's where most dupe brands fail. They position themselves as cheap alternatives for people who can't afford the real thing. This creates a negative brand perception. Nobody wants to be the budget customer. Dossier flipped this completely. Their positioning is, you're not cheap, you're smart. Why pay $300 for marketing and packaging when you can get the same thing for $29? This is brilliant because first, it reframes the purchase as intelligent, not budget conscious. Then kind of make like luxury buyers feel foolish, and appeals to value conscious premium customers. People who have money but hate to waste. Most dupe brands try to be subtle. They hint what luxury fragrance they're copying without saying it directly. Dossier does the opposite. They're aggressively transparent. Every single product page clearly states which specific perfume the scent is inspired by. This transparency accomplishes 3 things. First, it builds trust. They're not trying to trick you. They're openly telling you what this is. Second, it leverages luxury brand equity. People already know that they want something that smells like, for example, Alien by Mugler. Dossier doesn't have to explain how Alien smells like, you already know. Third, SEO goldmine. People search for cheaper Tom Ford perfumes or YSL alternatives. Dossier ranks in the first place for all of these searches because they explicitly name these luxury brands. First takeaway for store owners: leverage existing brand equity to shortcut marketing. Dossier's genius was using luxury brands marketing as their own. They positioned as inspired by luxury brands that people know and love. How to apply this? If you're in a category dominant with premium brands, don't ignore them. Use them strategically. Strategy 1, the alternative to premium brand positioning. Here are some examples. If you, for example, sell vacuum cleaners, you can position yourself as like Dyson quality vacuums at 60% less. Or if you sell skincare, maybe you can go with something like luxury skincare without the luxury markup. This immediately communicates quality level, as good as premium brand. Value proposition, much cheaper. and target customer. People who want premium but hate overpay. Strategy 2. SEO strategy around premium brands. Create content targeting. X brand alternative. X brand Dupe. Cheaper version of X. X versus your brand. Here's the data to back this up. Alternative and dupe keywords often have 10 to 50 times less competition than primary product keywords, but they still drive high intent traffic. Okay, here's a quick important legal note. Never claim to be the brand. Don't use your logos or trademarks. Use inspired by or alternative to language. Focus on comparing features, not copying branding. The Pricing Psychology Masterclass. The Anchor Price Effect. Dossier's entire pricing strategy is built around one psychological principle: anchoring. On every product page, they show original luxury fragrance price, for example, $300, the Dossier price, $29, and the amount that the customer saves, $271, so 90%. This creates a cognitive anchor. Your brain sees $300 first, processes that as the real value, then sees a $29 and perceives it as an incredible deal. Studies even show that anchor pricing can increase conversion rates by up to 20 to 40% compared to showing prices alone. When consumers see a higher anchor price, they're willing to pay more and perceive more value. Dossier takes this further by constantly reinforcing the savings. Over $270 in savings. Same fragrance for 10% of the price. Why pay 10 times more for the same thing? The $29 sweet pot. Why $29? This isn't random. Research on pricing psychology shows that under $30 is impulse buy territory. People don't really have to think about it or justify the purchase. $29 feel premium enough. Not cheap like $9.99, but also not expensive as $49.99. Perfect for multi-buying. I'll get 3 without guilt. Dossier's average order value is around $75 to $90, meaning most customers buy at least 2 to 3 bottles per order. And that's because of the $29 pricing point. Bundle psychology. Bundles can increase AOV by 30 to 50% compared to single item purchases. Dossier's bundle strategy is a key factor of their $75 to $90 AOV despite a $29 base price. The discovery set hook. This is one of Dossier's smartest tricks. For $29.99, you get 510 milliliters of different fragrances. Why this works? First, it solves the which one should I buy problem. Fragrance is deeply personal. Sampling removes decision paralysis. Lowered perceived risk. $29 to try out 5 different fragrances feels safer than $29 for one full bottle of the same fragrance. It creates upsell opportunities. One customer finds their favorite in that sample set. Then they come back to the site and buy the 50 milliliter bottle. Second tip for store owners. Use anchor pricing to reframe value, not just price. Dossier doesn't compete on price alone. They compete on value by using the luxury price as an anchor. How to apply this? If you compete with premium brands, always show the premium price alongside yours. First of all, identify your premium competitor. Who is a luxury option in your category? What do they charge? Show the comparison prominently. On your product page, professional salon treatment, $200. Our at-home kit, $49. Ads. Why pay X when you can get them for Y? Email subject lines. Save X amount on your category. Explain why you're cheaper without sounding cheap. Dossier openly explains why luxury products charge more. Celebrity endorsements, expensive packaging, retail markups, marketing budgets. This positions them as honest, smart choice versus the luxury scam. Dossier's messaging. We skip celebrity endorsements, fancy bottles, and retail markups. Your version could be, we cut out the middleman, we manufacture direct, or something like no retail markup. Quantify the savings. Save $271 is more compelling than 90% off because specific numbers feel more real and trustworthy. You can create a comparison chart showing your product versus premium alternatives. Don't forget to include features, price, and value proposition. Studies show that comparison tables increase conversion by 15 to 25% for value position brands. The content and traffic strategy. SEO. Leveraging luxury brand search volume. Dossier's SEO strategy is genius because they're not building brand awareness from scratch. They're capturing demand that already exists. Here is their strategy. People search mostly for these perfumes. Dossier ranks between 1 to 3rd place for virtually all these terms because they explicitly name luxury brand names in their descriptions. They encourage reviews that mention the luxury comparison. They create blog content comparing their fragrances to the originals. Dossier creates blog posts like the best luxury perfume dupes under $30. This type of content ranks high for high-intent search terms, educates customers, so build trust, and addresses objections like, does it really smell the same? The product expansion strategy. Phase 1, the core luxury dupes. Dossier launched with the dupes of the most searched luxury fragrance dupes. They didn't try to compete across the entire fragrance market. They focused on the 20 to 30 best-selling luxury fragrances that people were already searching for. This is the 80-20 rule applied perfectly. 20% of luxury fragrances drive 80% of search volume and consumer demand. Phase 2, expanding the catalog. Once the core dupes were proven, Dossier expanded to more than 100 fragrances. Each new SKU increases the addressable market and captures more search traffic. Going from 20 to 100 SKUs likely doubled or even tripled their organic search traffic. Phase 3, categories. Dossier expanded into body care, matching body washes, lotions, and shower gels. Travel sizes, 10 milliliter roller bowl versions for portability. Curated bundles for holidays and gifting. Why this works? It increases AOV. Customers buying a perfume add the matching body wash. Increases purchase frequency. Body products run out faster than perfume. Captures gifting occasions. Holiday and birthday gift sets are high margin. Third tip for store owners. Start with proven winners, then expand strategically. Dossier didn't launch with 100 fragrances. They launched with 20 to 30 bestsellers and expanded once those were proven. How you can apply this? First, identify the proven winners in your category. What are the best-selling products that people already search for? Use tools like Google Keyword Runner and Amazon bestsellers. Step 2, launch with 5 to 10 hero products. Don't try to offer everything. Focus on what's already proven to sell. This allows you to concrete marketing budget, test and optimize faster, and build social proof around specific products. Step 3, validate demand before expanding. Only add new products once your hero products are consistently selling. Indicators that you're ready to expand. Selling 50 to 100 units per month of those hero products. Consistent, 2 to 3% conversion rate. And a strong repeat purchase rate, around like 20%. Step 4, expand based on data, not gut feel. Look at customer reviews, search data, what related terms people are searching, and competitor analysis. What hero products are similar brands selling? Step 5, add complementary products to increase AOV and frequency. Dossier added body care and travel sizes. Here are some categories you can consider. Consumables that run out faster, increases frequency. Accessories or tools, increases AOV. And premium versions, increases margins. Here are the numbers. Founded in 2018, estimated of more than $100 million in annual revenue, more than 100 different fragrances, 3 to 4% conversion rate, 3 times more than industry average for fragrances, $75 to $90 average order value, more than 50,000 5-star customer reviews, primarily DTC, ships over 100 countries. Why Dossier won? First, they position themselves as smart, not cheap. You're not cheap, your smart messaging resonates with premium customers. They mastered anchor pricing. Always showing the luxury price makes $29 feel like an incredible deal. They leverage existing demand. Instead of building brand awareness from scratch, they captured search volume for luxury brand dupes. They built trust through transparency, openly naming luxury brands and explaining markups build credibility. They stayed DTC first. Higher margins and customer data enabled efficient scaling. Dossier didn't win by being the cheapest. They won by being the smartest alternative to overpriced luxury. If you're an e-commerce owner serious about scaling, hit subscribe. Every week, we break down a brand like this so you can steal their playbook and apply it to your own Shopify store. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.